The Hamilton Gallery sat on campus like a giant glass cube fallen from the sky. According to the app, it was a state-of-the-art exhibition space celebrating the intersection of traditional and digital media. According to Leo, who met us at the entrance, it was where the art department shows off the students they actually like. Most first years never get wall space, Leo explained. He matched Zoe's energy but in a lanky 6-foot frame topped with untamable dark hair. True to description, he carried a guitar case to an art exhibition. Don't feel bad when you inevitably get rejected from Spring Showcase. Leo. Zoe smacked his arm. Could you be less encouraging? I laughed to hide my triggered existential tremor. It's fine. I didn't expect immediate recognition. That was a lie. Every art student secretly imagines being discovered as revolutionary. We just know better than to admit it. The gallery's doors slid open with a soft hiss. My heart raced with excitement and intimidation. Soaring ceilings, white walls, and strategic lighting framed artwork throughout. Even Saturday afternoon, the space hummed with activity, students and faculty examining pieces, gesturing animatedly. Welcome to the Thunderdome, Leo whispered. 2 artists enter, one leaves with ego intact. Despite his theatrical tone, I felt the truth. Every conversation carried an undercurrent of assessment, of the art, each other, who belonged. I hugged my messenger bag closer, though my sketchbook remained safely at home. Food first, Zoe declared, pointing toward refreshments, then art. We navigated the crowd. Abstract paintings dominated one wall, violent color splashes resolving into recognizable forms from different angles. Another section featured ceramic sculptures defying gravity. That's Rivera's student. Someone murmured about a mixed-media piece incorporating photography, paint, and tree bark. Graduated last year and already has a New York showing. Every word added weight to my shoulders. These were the benchmarks. You look like you're mentally packing. Zoe appeared with cheese and crackers. Here, stress eat. Just taking it all in. It's a lot. She nodded perceptively. But everyone started somewhere. Even the great Marcus Westfield presumably once made macaroni art. As if summoned, commotion drew our attention to the gallery's far corner. A crowd gathered around photography equipment, lights, reflectors, and someone adjusting a camera on a tripod. Speak of the devil, Leo materialized with food and bright blue liquid. The elusive Marcus Westfield in his natural habitat. From this distance, I saw only a tall silhouette in dark clothes with commanding posture. What's he doing? My curiosity overrode anxiety. Documenting the exhibition for his senior project. Something about capturing creative spaces in transition. Let's get closer, Leo suggested, already moving. His stuff is really good, even accounting for fancy equipment and connections. I hesitated but followed. As we approached, the crowd shifted, and I glimpsed Marcus Westfield properly. I noticed his focus first, not his supposedly museum-worthy jawline. While others performed their gallery engagement, Marcus existed in his own concentration bubble. He moved with deliberate precision, ignoring admiring glances. Then he straightened, and I revised my assessment. Fine, Leo wasn't exaggerating. Marcus looked like he'd stepped from a fashion campaign. Tall, athletic build, artfully tousled sandy blonde hair, and features balanced perfectly between handsome and beautiful. He wore black jeans and a gray Henley with sleeves pushed up, revealing well-defined forearms. Told you, Zoe whispered, nudging me. Genetic lottery winner. Sure, I hushed her, oddly embarrassed. We watched him position for a gallery shot, one eye closed, the other against the viewfinder. His complete absorption made this feel like witnessing a private moment, despite the public setting. His exhibition piece is over there, Leo pointed. Want to see? I nodded, grateful for distraction from my unexpected fascination. We approached the indicated wall, and I immediately understood Marcus Westfield's reputation. The photograph dominated the wall, a campus dawn panorama rendered uniquely breathtaking. The image fragmented into hundreds of small, individual photographs, each capturing a tiny detail, A leaf, stone, window reflection, reassembled into the whole. From distance, it appeared seamless. Up close, it revealed itself as a mosaic of moments. Wow, I breathed, stepping closer. It's called composite reality, a voice explained behind us. The idea is that we never truly see the whole of anything at once, just fragments our mind assembles into a cohesive narrative. I turned to find a tall black student with distinctive glasses and easy smile. He extended his hand to Leo. Hey man. Tyler, Leo performed a complicated handshake. Just showing my cousin and her roommate around. This is Zoe, this is Eliot. Guys, this is Tyler Washington. Film department, senior, knows everyone worth knowing. And some not worth knowing, Tyler added, shaking our hands. Welcome to Westlake. First years. Zoe nodded. Lit for me, art for Eliot. Tyler shifted his gaze to me with new interest. What's your focus? Mixed media. I felt immediately self-conscious. Still exploring. Rivera's program? I nodded, surprised he knew. Tough, but worth it. Tyler glanced back at the photograph. Marcus spent 3 months on this. Shot over 500 individual photographs at exactly the same time each day for consistent lighting. The commitment both impressed and intimidated me. It's incredible. The technical skill alone. That's Marcus. Tyler's tone suggested friendship rather than mere admiration. Never does anything halfway. Laughter burst from across the gallery. The photography crowd had dispersed, and Marcus now conversed with an older man in an expensive blazer. The family resemblance was unmistakable. Dr. Westfield, Tyler confirmed. Rarely misses an opportunity to remind everyone of the family legacy. Something in his tone suggested complexity. I should rescue Marcus before his dad launches another lecture on proper exposure techniques, Tyler said. Nice meeting you. Leo, band practice Tuesday? Unless music theory kills me first, Leo confirmed. As Tyler departed, Zoe raised her eyebrows. Well, that was informative. The plot thickens around our mysterious photography prodigy. He's just a student, I said, not believing my dismissive tone. Something about Marcus Westfield was magnetic beyond appearance. We spent the next hour exploring. Professor Rivera's students' work was immediately identifiable, challenging pieces demanding engagement rather than passive viewing. One installation required stepping inside a mirrored chamber where reflections fragmented and reformed with movement. These are intense, Zoe observed. They're honest. I surprised myself with my certainty. They're asking questions instead of pretending to have answers. Leo looked at me with newfound respect. You might survive Rivera after all. The bustling gallery made my head spin. I'm finding the bathroom, I told them. Be right back. So focused on escaping the crowd, I didn't notice the figure crouched in the hallway until too late. My bag caught on a tripod leg, and suddenly everything tilted. I stumbled, the tripod wobbled, and the person lunged to steady their equipment. Sorry. I'm so sorry, I blurted, mortification heating my face as I realized who it was. Marcus Westfield straightened, one hand protectively on his camera. This close, his eyes were startlingly blue, not icy pale but deeper like twilight sky. No harm done. His voice was lower and more textured than I'd imagined. Equipment's fine. I wasn't looking where I was going, I rambled. Completely my fault. A faint smile revealed a barely perceptible dimple. Seeking escape from the chaos? His perception caught me off guard. Is it that obvious? Only to a fellow escapee. He gestured to his setup. I'm documenting the exhibition, but needed a break from being in the middle of it. His confession, that even Marcus Westfield needed retreat from crowds, eased the tension in my chest. I'm Eliot, I said, then immediately regretted it. He hadn't asked, and surely had no interest in the clumsy first year who nearly toppled his equipment. To my surprise, he extended his hand. Marcus. His grip was firm but not aggressive, his palms slightly calloused from work rather than affectation. The handshake lasted precisely the appropriate time, yet somehow felt significant. First year? He asked, though it didn't sound like a question. I nodded. That obvious too? You're still looking at the art instead of the people looking at the art, he said with that hint of smile. Dead giveaway. Before I could respond, a voice called from around the corner. Marcus? Are you getting the east wall angle? The transformation was subtle but immediate. The warmth in his expression cooled, his posture straightened, and he became again the poised, remote figure from across the gallery. Just setting up, Dad? He called back, then turned to me. Duty calls. Right? I stepped carefully around the tripod. Sorry again about almost, creating an avant-garde performance piece with my equipment? That almost smile flickered. Maybe next time. Next time. As if there would be a next time, as if we moved in the same circles, as if Marcus Westfield would remember Eliot 5 minutes later. Good luck with the shoot, I said lamely, continuing to the bathroom, painfully aware of his presence until I turned the corner. In the empty bathroom, I stared at my reflection. Same unremarkable face, same messy black hair, same Eliot. Yet something felt shifted, as if the encounter had subtly realigned my understanding of the world I was entering. It wasn't attraction, I told myself firmly. Or not just attraction. It was recognition of someone who took their art as seriously as I took mine, who existed both within and apart from the gallery's social performance. By the time I returned, Marcus and his father were gone. Near the exit, I noticed a small crowd around a display I'd missed. Portraits developed on translucent sheets layered over each other, creating three-dimensional effects that changed with viewer movement. Rivera's star from last year, Leo informed me. Graduated early, already at a fancy New York studio. It's beautiful. I studied the technique. The way the image transforms with perspective. That's Rivera's influence, Leo nodded. All her students become obsessed with viewpoint and perception. Fair warning. The pieces reminded me of Marcus's words about his own work, that we never truly see the whole of anything at once. Just fragments our minds assemble into a narrative. Stepping back into the warm afternoon, I couldn't shake the feeling I'd glimpsed fragments of my future, Rivera's challenging program, the intimidating showcase standard, and the brief, unexpected connection with Marcus Westfield. What narrative they would eventually form remained to be seen.